Welcome to the Broken Clock Workshop. I'm about halfway through building out the initial framework for handling animations. Today I'll be setting up the sequence evaluator logic in C++ and the logic for selecting animations. It was more challenging than I expected it to be, since I'm implementing it in C++, things that were done in blueprints in all of the examples I could find online. My video editing skills have improved, and while editing this, I've learned a bit more, which I will apply in the next video. Hope you like the background music. For starters, I want this to be a native thread safe update animations. So I should be able to just change the name without any other issues. Why are they read-only? Oh, I don't want to change them there. Okay. Okay. That should be fine. Let's just make sure it still builds. Okay. Another thing I noticed was I don't really need to do this. I can just do vector.size 2D. And then technically it doesn't matter here, but technically acceleration is size squared. I'll do 2D as well. Maybe I should save this. Am I gonna need it? I might. If I need it, I'll add it then. The main thing I need to order, so those are the two things I wanted to change real quick. And then I wanted to basically create this here, this get sequence. But I'm also going to create a function for this right here because I want to actually have it be a gameplay tag from the get in this function anyway. So yeah, so let me make a private function here. I'm going to call it, let me see, I need a fGameplay tag get, let me see, how about just get current phase, animation phase. And it needs to be, oh, come on. Pressing the wrong button. Needs to take a anim node reference, so one of these. All right, let's generate it. So what we want to get is the F name, right? And then what we want to do is, what did I name those? Starting cycle locomotion.phase, all right. Okay. And you don't like that probably because it wants an F name, doesn't it? Yes. Okay, and I saw there was an error if not found. Is that I'll return ensure that the tag exists? Let's actually make that false. Okay. I'm not sure if this is the most efficient way to do this, like a printf, especially if I'm doing it on in every frame. I could just name the state names after the tags, but I'm not sure. Let me put that here. And you're probably const. And it probably is saying that this can be const as well. Static. Well, I guess so. Okay. So now I can say fGameplay tag that. And then I can do something like player controller. Yeah, that, but not with sequence. Actually, you know what? There's one other thing I wanted to add to this. Let me add that now. I wanted to also go ahead and get, oh no, never mind. That actually would belong in here. So let's go to the locomotion data asset and let's define this method. Okay. U function. I'll make a blueprint callable, I think. That's actually a good idea, but I don't need it yet. What I want is, actually, what do I want? What's the type for sequence here? UAnim sequence space. Okay. Okay. And now, given these two tags, what I need to do is, what's the name of the filter by predicate. I don't think that it wouldn't be the I wouldn't have the gameplay tag. Oh, it's a map, isn't it? Oh, it's a map. I like that idea, actually. Let's put it in gate. Why don't you like that U function? Okay, so actually let's oh no, that's fine. Oh, okay, no, I don't want that exactly. So this should return, oh no, I guess, let's call this phase animations. And why are you still, oh, it doesn't let you do them in structs. That's fine. Actually, I should probably do another one here. Maybe I need an enumeration. If I'm going to do it with an enumeration, then okay. So, which makes me wonder, does this turn into an array or a map of what? Is it tags as well? Or do I just hard code it? I'm just gonna combine these lines and that. And then if we go back over to our anim instance, it should be, and it needs the gate tag, and it needs current phase. What did I call it? What did I call it? Locomotion phase. Okay, so that's obviously not going to be the final solution. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a uanim. What is this type again? Uanim sequence space. Do it that way because that's going to change. Okay. So I think that this is misnamed. It's not an override, right? No, it's not. It's just something I made. So let's go to the animation blueprint real quick. Where are you? There you are. So, right, yeah, it's on become relevant, but it's not on become relevant for the animation instance. It's on become relevant for the state. So I'm thinking I should rename that because, yeah, I'm gonna rename it. It's gonna be kind of long, I think, but there we go. I think I'm gonna drop the native, and I'm going to just say on state, on locomotion state become relevant. Okay, and that's going to break the blueprint, possibly hit a couple of exceptions along the way, but hopefully nothing fatal. Oh, it didn't build. Oh, you know what? It's I know exactly what it is. What line is that? 8 and 16. Yep. Because I'm trying to return a const reference. That doesn't want to work either, huh? Okay. So let me think here. Do I either make a default locomotion phase that doesn't contain anything, or I kind of like that idea actually. Make private in here. We're going to be static f locomotion phase empty locomotion. Okay. Why isn't it like that? What class am I? Oh, what? Oh. So maybe I don't want to put any functionality in here after all. Yeah. Doesn't really gain me much. And then just delete that. There we go. Now it's const, and I can just return a const reference, and I can get rid of this qualifier, and it should all just kind of sort of work. One thing I also wanted to do on here, since we're getting the phases, do I maybe want to return the gate as well? Yeah, let me add that in. Okay, and then back over here. You know, maybe I'm better off saving the current. I'm already saving the current gate as a gameplay tag. Why don't I just save it as a reference to the current date. That would save me a, well, okay, no, because what's going to be coming in from the thing is just a tag. Well, that doesn't mean I can't look it up when time comes. Yeah, I think I like that. I still need to do this for the phase. And then here, let's see. Doesn't have the tag in it, but doesn't really need it. Yeah, might as well. I think I will save it, the current gate, in here. So instead of saving the tag, oh, I don't want it to be const. Okay, and then, yeah, it's okay if it's a reference. So what I need to do is initialize variables, actually. I can do current gate data equals, no, F. So actually, if I do that here, it kind of defeats the purpose, doesn't it? Yeah, because I want to keep that separated. So I'm going to actually undo all those changes and get rid of that too. Because yeah, I think even if it is a little awkward, I think it's better that way to keep it separated. Okay, that doesn't mean I can't put the output out though. So let's fix this now. So F. Okay, so the reason I went through all of that trouble, I might not actually need that after all, because this part is not going to be handling that. It's the part of the system that needs to handle setting the movement and changing the gate is what needs to be handling that. So, and in that case, I don't need to know the phase animation. So what I'm going to need is, yeah, okay. So I'm going to undo that again. Right, because, yeah. And I guess I could go ahead and kind of want to go ahead and I'm going to make that protected. Just a little formatting. Okay. And we'll implement it real quick. I have to create that too. I don't know if that's strictly necessary. I mean, I guess if I want it to be const, it does. And I want it to be const. So I'm not going to use it right now, but it's there for later. And then take that out because it's gone again. Very indecisive this time around. Don't need that. I need the blend time, which I think is actually probably a... Yes, I'm going to go ahead and add it here as well. I should actually put this under animation locomotion. Look. Yeah, I know you don't like that I didn't define the property up there yet. I'm going to do that now, okay? I'm going to just say float. Blend time. Okay. And then here in anim instance space, instead of using blend time here, I'm going to use that. And I can take that out. Okay, now I also need a update animation as well. So let's go back to the header. And we're going to call this void on locomotion state update. I'm not sure what methods I'll need right now, so I'll just leave it empty for now. Just make an empty definition. Let's build. And it failed because build succeeded, but the linker failed. Okay. It's probably super confused right now. That's fixed. And then here I need to do a on update binding. Wait, what's this? Oh, that's just recursive, isn't it? What did I call it? On locomotion state become relevant. Oh, right. Of course not. It didn't link. Fix that. Okay. Let's step away while this builds. Oh. I won't step away while this builds. What's going on? Unresolved external symbol, private, static struct. Doesn't like those static guys. Maybe if I just make them, or do they need to be initialized? Is that why? Static data member cannot have. I really would like those to be static, but I don't know how to do that in C++. Let's learn. Okay, so I actually have to define it over here in the C++ file. Is it just like outside of it? Okay, so you don't like that. It says it's inaccessible. Am I in the wrong C++ file? No, so let me read this a little more. See, what does the AI think I should do? And you have to redeclare it. Okay. So I need to say F locomotion phase okay. There we go. Okay, so this is going to be the animation blueprint. Yep, that's going to have an error on it. So on locomotion state become relevant. Okay, that should be the same as it was before. And I'm going to need to create a new binding. Let's rename it to state on update. And it looks like it needs the same arguments. So on state on locomotion Okay, did I thought I created that function. I did. So print callable. Well, anyway, let's add these. Oh, it's because I didn't make it thread safe. And then on the other side, let's... Okay. Now it should be there. Okay, that's hooked up. Now just to figure out what is going to happen next in here. So what I need is I need this first. Okay, so I have that. And then I need to advance the animation, right? And how do I do that? A couple of things I thought of while I was looking at this. I don't want to only have this work for sequence evaluators. I want it to work for sequence players as well for simpler animations like the walk cycle. So make a couple changes here. Let's return. And then under here, let's do a F sequence player reference. Sequence player. New sequence player library. Get sequence convert to sequence player pure. Okay, so obviously need to do something in here. So that's the next step, is to actually do that thing. So let me check my notes real quick because I did have this figured out. So in the sequence evaluator case, let's rearrange some stuff a bit. Okay, so in the sequence evaluator case, what we want to do is we want to advance time by distance matching, which should be in the, it might be, I'm not sure if it's in the sequence evaluator library. Oh, right, okay, it's in, that right? Anim. Distance matching library. You're making a guess. Will that include it for me? You don't like it? Is there a module I need to add? Might be a module I need to add. Doesn't say it's in the library. Oh, plugins, animation, locomotion library. Yeah. Okay. Not the name of any module. Oh, is it a plugin that I have to turn on first? Yes. Let it recompile. Okay. Sure. I'm guessing this isn't actually a thing then. Let's see, no build for... The process cannot access the file because it's being used. Oh, I guess this project sync is doing a build behind the scenes. Let's try it now. There we go. And no, it wouldn't be, would it? Oh, there's an extra parenthesis there. Distance traveled. Okay, so I have to calculate distance traveled. What else do I need? Distance curve name. Oh, yeah. I think I'll make that configurable. Just a global config, but configurable nevertheless. Actually, I think I'll leave the locomotion there because this should only be relevant for locomotion. So then I can use that. What else do I need? Play rate clamp, that's optional. Okay, that's all I need. So now to figure out distance traveled. Okay, so I think what I need to do, I need to start storing frame information about the frames. I want to know the current frame world location. Okay. And then so in initialize variables, I'm going to set current frame, yep, that. And then up here, I can say last frame world location equals current frame, and then I can reset current frame to the current actor location, right? And then down here in distance traveled, it can be world of current frame world location minus last frame world location parentheses size 2D. No, full size. Do full size. Because if they're going uphill, that would change it. I think that's all we need. I wonder if I should store that in the I wonder if I should store that as a in here in thread in the update animation. Might be useful for something else. No, I don't want to expose it if I don't need to, right? So okay, so that's the sequence evaluator, but only if it's accelerating, right? So otherwise, I need to find where it's going to stop, and there's a method for that. Let me find it. One sec. You know what? I'm going to do this a little bit differently. I think I can. Let's make it not const, and we'll just make it 0.f to start with. Okay, and then if B is accelerating, okay. So F vector predicted location. It is in U anim character movement library. Just so many of these. Predict ground movement stop location. And that takes the current velocity, which we should. Oh wait, that's probably in a variable, isn't it? Yeah, it's velocity. Why don't you like that? What don't you like about this? It's a U character movement component. Now back down here, I got velocity working correctly now. Yeah, I'm going to probably fast forward through all of this because I'm not doing a whole lot of talking here. But anyway, so this should get us, let me format this a little to make this readable. This should get us a prediction of where we're going to stop, right? So distance traveled is going to have to be that. You can be const. You can be const. Why are you gray? So I think that should work for the evaluator. In all cases that I can think of right now anyway. Let me add a comment for this. So it did not be as accelerating. Had those backwards. And then for sequence player, I guess technically don't need that return there, but maybe I just, oh, maybe it's because it was in some kind of weird state. Let's check it now. Okay, good. So state update, state on become relevant. Okay, so what I want to do is I think if this is zero, so if it's actually else, I think I just want to do uanim distance. Now I want to do uanim use sequence evaluator advanced time, like that, right? Just so that it just works correctly. And then for sequence player, I mean, this worked, so I think I'll leave it, but it feels like this is in the wrong place. So I really need to think about that, because all I was doing is doing a set sequence, which is what I'm doing in on become relevant for the sequence evaluator. So maybe this actually belongs here. Okay. Just doing some cleanup so that everything fits. And then I want to do use sequence set sequence and a sequence player library. Okay, so I need to move this out of there. So let me, I think I'm just going to do, no, this is important enough. Okay, I'm gonna fix this. You can be const. Okay, that should, let's test this. Kind of nervous about testing this for some reason. I think because I know I put a lot of work into this, and I'm not 100% sure yet if it's gonna work. I lost my mouse. Did not work, like at all. Like a mouse, it's not doing anything. Shoot. I mean, that actually doesn't make a whole ton of sense. The mouse should be working. All right, let me go to the player controller. Let's make sure that these inputs are even getting triggered. The inputs are not even being triggered? What's going on? Oh, you know what? Where's the player controller? Input configuration. Why is that not set? Oh, one more thing I need to do in the anim instance. In here, in both of them actually. Need to do that. Oh, I guess I don't need the current animation in this one. I think that, well, that was definitely the problem, but I need to fix this anyway, because and let's see, moment of truth. It's working. That sliding at the beginning, I think that might be the start animation not working correctly. But I mean, it's working. She's animating. Oh, look at that. Start motion would move forward. Look. Yeah, that's the problem with the start animations. Let's find that. Oh, it's done. Okay, so I think what I need to do is if the evaluator is 0, then I still need to do this. Let's see. Let's see, abort inside member function. I don't think it would be any of these. All right, let's see. Well, I'm going to stop here. What follows is 45 minutes of Googling and otherwise making very little progress. In the next session, I will finish up the animations, at least for now. I'm keeping them simple for now, but I plan to revisit them at some point in the future. Before I get to that though, I'd like to create a real model in Blender and animations for it. After finishing up the animation code, I will be starting a new series where I build out an abilities system using Unreal's gameplay ability system as a base. I've actually already started coding it, but I have an enormous editing backlog at this point, so well, yeah. If you have any suggestions or critiques, or anything you'd like me to specifically work on, please comment below. Thanks for watching the Broken Clock Workshop, and have a great day.